to Wakefield Today. I'm Aiden Jones. We have a lot to cover tonight, so let's dive right in.
That's right. I'm Chris McShane, and we've got many exciting topics to discuss throughout tonight's show. First up, the highly anticipated Avatar 2 movie. James Cameron's Avatar franchise has been a box office sensation, and fans have been eagerly awaiting the release of the third movie. The release of Avatar 2 was amazing and was called a visual technological masterpiece.
Next up, we have to talk about the return of the beloved music artist, Playboi Carti. After years of being dormant, Playboi Carti tweeted, "Hello Twitter," as well as, "Love all my supporters, it's time." This could mean that Carti is waiting on a time to release a new album with some new music.
That's some very exciting news, and now we will be sending you out to Cooper in the field, who will be talking about if school computers are necessary in school.
Thank you, guys. Today we'll be interviewing students about technology.
I learn better on paper because I feel like if I write out my thoughts, I remember them better.
Computer, you just have so many pages and so many files to look at. But with paper, it's just right here. You can flip through them. And I think it's much easier with paper.
I think that my students learn better on paper only because I teach Latin, so a world language. And so there's a lot of circling and labeling and translating that needs to be done. And I think that they do better when they have a finite object in front of them.
I'll probably say on paper because it's less distracting.
For me, it's easier to pay attention on computer because I just feel that looking at a screen, it's easier to copy steps that teachers make and assignments that teachers have assigned for us.
I do think that now in this day and age that computers are necessary for learning just because it's such a big part of the students' lives that I think that they need to come into school because it makes them feel more comfortable with learning, and there's just so much more that you can do.
All right, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for the wonderful scoop on school computers, Cooper. With the end of the NBA regular season coming to an end, the Boston Celtics have had an amazing season with high hopes of having back-to-back finals appearances, with the second greatest odds to win it all. A 330 plus, the Celtics have been led by their star player, Jason Tatum, who is one of the MVP candidates for this season.
That's right. It's also been a great season for the Boston Bruins. They have had a historical season with the beginning of the first team to reach 50 wins in NHL history, while having the greatest odds to win the Stanley Cup with plus 380.
Now we will be heading over to Luke, who will be talking about the conditions of the school.
Hello, I'm Luke Hakinen, and today we will be interviewing people from WMHS about the school conditions.
Say one of the main problems is probably Crash Corner over there and just the overall layout of the school. Another problem we have are parents in the morning not pulling up all the way, so it causes traffic in the morning. It's just not good.
My ideal room would be I teach science, so I would need a lab space with sinks and appropriate emergency an eye wash station, lab benches, which I don't have now. Those are probably the biggest things that are important for labs and lab safety. But then it would be nice also to have a workspace where people could go to do projects and stuff like that.
There are quite a few problems with the school. It's pretty run down.
One of the big problems with the school are how the water doesn't taste very good and how the heating can be very bad, upstairs and downstairs in the different seasons.
I think the school's condition is pretty terrible. It's pretty horrendous. Some of the ceilings look like they're about to just collapse. Sometimes just scared walking through the halls. This one looks like it's about to fall. So gotta do better, Wakefield.
All right, that's all for the interviews for school conditions. Sending it back to Aiden now.
Thanks for the insightful scoop, Luke. Another popular topic, Harry Styles winning the Album of the Year, even though everyone knows Metro Boomin should have won. He had amazing features on every song, and each of them was a hit.
I can agree with Aiden, but phone usage has been becoming a very big problem in the world wide. especially in schools. Many kids are on their phone during class time, and teachers are struggling to keep them off their phones. I think teachers should just take away the student's phone, but it's only if they work to be done. I don't see a problem if the student has completed everything and has no missing work.
I think that is something everyone could agree on. But next, we'll be sending you over to Gavin, who will be talking about how homework affects the students.
Hello, I'm Gavin Caswell, and today we're going to ask people how they feel about homework.
I usually spend like 45 minutes a night on homework. No, I don't think homework's a beneficial way of learning. I don't think I learn anything from it. I think it depends on the class. Some teachers give enough time for homework, but others don't.
0. I used to like a little bit, like when I was an underclassman, but this year I don't think I've done any homework. I think I'm pretty smart and I don't do homework, so I don't think homework's a beneficial way of learning. Some teachers do, but not all teachers. Like, they should give more time at the end of class to do it.
I honestly don't think too much time a night should be spent on homework, like maybe like 2 or so hours at the most. Up to a certain point, homework can be beneficial, but like if you give too much, at that point it's counterproductive, honestly. For a whole week, I think too much homework would be like anything more than 8 hours a week.
I don't really think so. I think work should be done in class. I mean, people got lives outside of school and, kind of interfere sometimes. Some teachers are pretty lenient, but most are, pretty hard on the due date.
Okay, that's all. Back to the studio.
Thanks for your insight, Gavin. Another hot topic, Kanye West's apology for his anti-Semitic remarks. But what's interesting is his motivation for his apology. Kanye West posted a picture of 21 Jump Street with the caption talking about how movie star Jonah Hill made him like Jewish people again.
Wow, I don't know if people will ever be able to forgive him after everything that has gone on. On a different note, Tyler, the Creator, has dropped new music in collaboration with DJ Drama. The Grammy-winning performer released deluxe album, Call Me If You Get Lost, The Estate Sale. This deluxe edition includes 8 new songs: Everything Must Go, Stuntman, What a Day, Wharf Talk, Dogtooth, Heaven to Me, Boyfriend Girlfriend, and Sorry Not Sorry. He also released 3 music videos within 2 days which dive into the meaning of these songs. Make sure you give it a listen in your free time.
Now then on to Dylan for a scoop on the school food.
Hello, my name is Dylan McDermott, and we're at Wakefield Memorial High School. And we interviewed students and teachers here about the school lunch and how they felt.
Yeah, I think there's a good set of options. Each day they have pizza and the hot lunch and sandwiches all available, and they do a pretty good job of mixing up the hot lunches as well as making sure the popular popcorn chicken.
Well, when it comes to how food affects brain power, the more food students get with nutrition, they can do better on their tests and stuff.
Personally, I don't really like the school lunch. There's not a lot of options, and some days it's just disgusting. But they always got Lisa's Pizza, which is pretty good, in my opinion. They also got orange chicken, just solid. But yeah, I think it could be better.
Yes, they'd be given mad small proportions. Like, I'm hungry, man.
I agree.
Give me
They
food.
should give them more food, but the lunch is free also. So
That's
you gotta
fair.
keep
That's
that in
fair.
mind.
That's fair.
I do think the school lunch should get more food, unless you get doubles, which cost money.
Bring taco meat more. Bring steak and cheeses more.
And now we're sending it back to the studio. Thank you.
After hearing Dylan's report, now I'm hungry.
Same here. Well, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.